For some, it's a time of friendships, first loves, and dreams taking flight. For Lewis, it was a battleground, a daily reminder of what he wasn't, of what others thought he couldn't be. The taunts, they were constant. Shorty, stunted. Each word a tiny barb, digging deeper into his self-worth. He tried to ignore them, to brush them off, but the pain lingered, a heavy weight in his chest. The day of tryouts loomed like a dark cloud. Lewis poured his heart into every drill, every sprint, every shot. But it wasn't enough. The coach's words were a hammer blow to his dreams. "Sorry, Lewis, we just don't see the potential. Better luck next year." Basketball was his escape, his passion. But even there, he wasn't safe, or so he thought. Heartbroken, the gym felt more like a cold, dark prison instead of the place he loves. He went home that night, not with the triumphant energy of practice, but with the crushing weight of shattered dreams. He cried, silent, desperate tears. But even in the depths of despair, a tiny spark of defiance remained. The sun wasn't even up yet, but Lewis was. He couldn't let their doubts define him. He wouldn't. Every insult, every rejection, it fueled a fire within him. He poured every ounce of his being into training. Early morning runs, pushing past the burning in his lungs, dribbling drills, his fingers numb with cold. Late nights studying plays, dissecting the game, finding any advantage he could. There were setbacks, moments of intense frustration, times when he wanted to quit, to give up. The pain was real, the doubt crept in. But then he remembered the faces of those who had mocked him, and the fire rekindled. He found an unlikely mentor, a retired player, a man who understood the value of hard work and perseverance. He shared his knowledge, his wisdom, and his belief in Lewis's potential. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight, it's about the size of the fight in the dog. The hard work paid off. Lewis blossomed in college, dominating the court, leading his team to victory after victory. He was no longer the small, bullied kid. He was a force to be reckoned with. The cheers of the crowd, the camaraderie of his teammates. It was a validation of everything he had sacrificed. He had earned this. He had proven them wrong. Then came the NBA draft, the culmination of a lifelong dream. The pressure was immense, but Lewis was ready. He had faced adversity before, and he would face it again. Hearing his name called, knowing he was going to the NBA, it was surreal. He called his family, tears of joy streaming down his face. All the sacrifices, all the hard work, it had all been worth it. Years later, Lewis found himself on the biggest stage of them all, the NBA Finals. The pressure was almost unbearable, but he was determined to win, not just for himself, but for everyone who had ever doubted him. And then he saw them, in the stands, his former bullies, their faces etched with a mixture of shock, awe, and perhaps even regret. A wave of emotions washed over him, anger, resentment, but also pity. After the game, they approached him, humbled. They apologized for their past behavior, admitting they had been wrong about him. It wasn't easy to hear, but Lewis listened, understanding that they too had their own struggles. Forgiveness isn't always easy, but it's essential. Holding on to anger only hurts you. Lewis extended his hand, not forgetting the past, but choosing to move forward. Standing on the podium, holding the championship trophy, Lewis spoke from the heart. He shared his story of overcoming adversity, of believing in yourself, and of the power of forgiveness. His words resonated with millions. His story became an inspiration to countless kids around the world. He showed them that it doesn't matter where you come from, or what obstacles you face. With hard work, determination, and a belief in yourself, anything is possible. Years later, Lewis dedicated his life to mentoring young athletes, teaching them the importance of perseverance, sportsmanship, and giving back to the community. He had transformed from a bullied kid into a legendary player and an even better human being. Lewis's legacy wasn't just about the championships he won or the records he broke. It was about the lives he touched, the hope he inspired, and the simple message he conveyed, that determination truly does beat doubt. and that even the smallest among us can rise to become giants.